She was young, beautiful, on the verge of stardom. Tammy Lynn Leppert, a name whispered with a mix of admiration and sorrow, vanished into thin air, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a legacy shrouded in mystery. One moment she was there, gracing the world with her radiant smile and captivating presence. The next she was gone, swallowed whole by the unforgiving abyss of the unknown. This is the story of Tammy Lynn Leppert, a tale of ambition, allure, and the chilling reality that sometimes even the brightest stars can be extinguished without a trace. Born in the sun-drenched city of Cocoa Beach, Florida, Tammy Lynn Leppert possessed an inherent magnetism that drew people in. Her infectious smile could light up a room, and her captivating gaze held a depth that hinted at a wisdom beyond her years. From a young age, she exuded a star quality, a certain je ne sais quoi that set her apart from the crowd. It was evident to all who crossed her path that Tammy was destined for something extraordinary, her name etched in the annals of fame. Her foray into the world of beauty pageants solidified her status as a rising star. With each competition she entered, Tammy's grace, poise and undeniable charm captivated the judges, earning her a string of coveted titles. The camera adored her, capturing her ethereal beauty and transforming her into a captivating vision on film. It seemed as though she was born to be in the spotlight, her every move watched and admired by an ever-growing legion of fans. But behind the dazzling smile and the glittering facade of success, a darkness began to creep into Tammy's life. Whispers of erratic behavior and unsettling incidents swirled around the young starlet, casting a shadow over her once bright future. Those closest to her noticed a change, a subtle shift in her demeanor that hinted at a storm brewing beneath the surface. The once vivacious and carefree Tammy was slowly being replaced by a withdrawn and troubled young woman, lost in a labyrinth of her own internal struggles. As Tammy's behavior became increasingly unpredictable, concern grew amongst her family and friends. The once promising trajectory of her life seemed to be veering off course, spiraling towards an unknown and ominous destination. The darkness that had been lurking in the shadows was slowly encroaching, threatening to consume the light that had once shone so brightly within her. Little did they know that the worst was yet to come. A chilling climax that would forever etch Tammy Lynn Leppert's name into the annals of true crime history. Tammy Lynn Leppert was born on February 5, 1965, in Cocoa Beach, Florida. The sun-kissed shores and laid-back atmosphere imbued Tammy with a natural radiance. Even as a young girl, she possessed a captivating charm and sparkle in her eyes. Her parents, Linda and David, recognized her potential early on. Tammy gravitated towards the spotlight, shining in school plays and talent shows. She exuded confidence, captivating audiences with her infectious smile. Her passion for performing blossomed, igniting a desire to share her talents. Little did she know her journey would be paved with triumphs and tribulations. As Tammy blossomed, her parents encouraged her to pursue her dreams. They enrolled her in modeling classes, recognizing her natural beauty. Tammy excelled, her confidence growing with each passing day. She glided down the runway, exuding grace and elegance. Tammy began entering beauty pageants, aiming to conquer the world. Her foray into beauty pageants was a resounding success. Her radiant smile and stage presence captivated judges and audiences. She amassed an impressive collection of crowns and titles. With each win, Tammy's confidence soared, solidifying her status as a rising star. The future seemed to hold limitless possibilities for the young beauty queen. Encouraged by her success in beauty pageants, Tammy set her sights on conquering the silver screen. She yearned to captivate audiences with her acting prowess. Tammy possessed an undeniable screen presence. Hollywood beckoned, promising fame and fortune. Tammy's acting career began with small roles in commercials and local productions. She approached each opportunity with unwavering dedication. Her natural talent did not go unnoticed. Casting directors recognized her potential. In 1983, Tammy landed a role in the comedy Spring Break. The film followed high school friends on their spring break escapades. Tammy's performance left a lasting impression. Her portrayal mirrored her own life, brimming with youthful exuberance. Tammy's role in Spring Break was a pivotal moment in her career. It exposed her to Hollywood's inner workings. Her performance garnered positive attention, opening doors to new opportunities. Little did Tammy know her ascent to stardom would be tragically cut short. Despite her outward success, a darkness began to creep into Tammy's world. Behind the dazzling smile, a storm was brewing, casting a shadow over her future. Whispers of erratic behavior and unsettling incidents began to circulate. The once vivacious young woman was slowly being replaced by a troubled soul. Those closest to Tammy noticed a gradual shift in her behavior. Her laughter became less frequent, replaced by a brooding silence. Her eyes now held a haunted look, carrying the weight of the world. Tammy's confidence wavered, replaced by self-doubt and mood swings. As Tammy's behavior became erratic, concern grew amongst her family and friends. They struggled to understand what was happening to her. Some attributed her changing demeanor to the pressures of Hollywood. Others whispered about possible drug use, a dark undercurrent in Hollywood. Despite the concern, Tammy remained evasive, refusing to confide. She retreated further into herself, building walls of isolation. The darkness was slowly encroaching, threatening to consume her light. Little did they know, the worst was yet to come, etching Tammy's name into true crime history. As Tammy's erratic behavior escalated, so too did the whispers and rumors surrounding her. The once adoring whispers of admiration morphed into hushed tones of speculation and concern. The Hollywood rumor mill churned out theories, each more outlandish than the last. Some whispered that Tammy had become entangled with the wrong crowd. They spoke of late-night parties fueled by drugs and alcohol, of shady characters lurking in the shadows, preying on vulnerable young starlets like Tammy. The rumors painted a picture of a young woman spiraling out of control, her life unraveling under the weight of her own ambitions. Others speculated that Tammy's behavior stemmed from a deep-seated psychological disturbance. They whispered of possible mental illness, of a fragile psyche unable to cope with the pressures of fame. They spoke of breakdowns on set, of incoherent ramblings, and of a growing paranoia that painted the world as a menacing place. Adding fuel to the fire were rumors of a tumultuous relationship. Whispers circulated about a controlling boyfriend, a jealous lover threatened by Tammy's success. Some even spoke of physical abuse, of bruises hidden beneath layers of makeup, and of a fear that kept Tammy trapped in a toxic relationship. As the rumors swirled around her, Tammy retreated further into herself, her silence only amplifying the speculation and concern. Her once bright star now flickered precariously, threatening to be extinguished by the encroaching darkness. Little did anyone know that the truth behind Tammy's behavior was far more complex and tragic, a truth that would remain shrouded in mystery for years to come. The atmosphere in the Leppert household grew heavy with worry. Tammy's once comforting voice, now laced with fear and paranoia, echoed through the phone lines, sending chills down their spines. Her calls became increasingly frequent, each conversation more unsettling than the last, painting a grim picture of a mind teetering on the brink. Tammy's words tumbled out in a torrent of paranoia and delusion, her once bright spirit seemingly consumed by an unseen darkness. Linda Leppert, Tammy's mother, listened with mounting dread as her daughter's voice trembled on the other end of the line. Gone was the carefree laughter, the excited chatter about auditions and film roles. In its place were fragmented sentences, pronouncements of unseen threats, and pleas for help cloaked in a language that hinted at a mind grappling with unseen terrors. Each call ended abruptly, leaving Linda with a heart full of dread and a mind racing with unanswered questions. "Mom, they're watching me," Tammy would whisper, her voice barely audible above the static on the line. "They're everywhere, lurking in the shadows, waiting for their chance to strike." Linda would try to soothe her daughter's fears, attributing her paranoia to stress or exhaustion, but deep down, a chilling unease took root in her heart. Something was terribly wrong, and Linda couldn't shake the feeling that her daughter was in grave danger. The once strong bond between mother and daughter seemed to fray with each passing phone call. Tammy's accusations became more outlandish, her suspicions directed at friends, colleagues, even family members. She spoke of conspiracies and secret plots, her words tumbling out in a jumbled mess of fear and confusion. Linda found herself walking on eggshells, terrified of saying or doing anything that might further agitate her daughter's fragile state. Tammy's behavior grew increasingly erratic in the weeks leading up to her disappearance. The once promising starlet, full of life and ambition, now seemed lost in a labyrinth of her own making, her grip on reality slipping with each passing day. Paranoia consumed her thoughts, transforming everyday occurrences into sinister omens, fueling a growing sense of dread that permeated her every waking moment. She barricaded herself in her apartment, convinced that unseen eyes were watching her every move. Blackout curtains covered the windows, shielding her from the prying gaze of imagined stalkers. She taped newspaper over electrical outlets, convinced that hidden cameras lurked behind their plastic facades. The once vibrant young woman was now a prisoner in her own home, trapped in a self-made prison of fear and delusion. Tammy's once organized life dissolved into a chaotic mess of paranoia and suspicion. She stopped attending auditions, convinced that casting directors were part of a grand conspiracy to silence her. She refused to eat food prepared by anyone else, terrified of being poisoned. Her once impeccable appearance deteriorated, her clothes hanging loosely on her once vibrant frame, her eyes dulled with fear and exhaustion. Friends and colleagues, once drawn to Tammy's infectious energy and radiant smile, now found themselves at a distance, unsure how to navigate the minefield of her paranoia and delusions. Her once promising career stalled, her dreams of Hollywood stardom fading into the background as her mental state deteriorated. Tammy's life, once a tapestry of hope and promise, was unraveling thread by thread, leaving behind a tangled mess of fear, confusion, and despair. The escalating tension surrounding Tammy's behavior reached a fever pitch one fateful evening. A group of friends concerned for her well-being decided to pay her a visit, hoping to offer support and persuade her to seek professional help. What they encountered that night would forever be etched in their memories, a chilling prelude to the tragedy that was about to unfold. As they approached Tammy's apartment door, a sense of unease settled over the group. The once welcoming entrance now seemed cold and uninviting, its silence amplifying their growing anxiety. They knocked tentatively, their hearts pounding in their chests as they waited for a response. After an agonizing silence, the door creaked open, revealing Tammy standing in the dimly lit hallway, her eyes wide with fear, her body trembling slightly. Gone was the vibrant young woman they once knew. In her place stood a shadow of her former self, her face pale and drawn, her hair disheveled, her eyes darting nervously around the hallway as if searching for unseen threats. She clutched a small kitchen knife in her hand, its blade glinting menacingly in the dim light. Fear, raw and palpable, emanated from her, sending shivers down their spines. "You shouldn't be here," Tammy whispered, her voice trembling with a mixture of fear and anger. "They know you're coming, they're everywhere." Her words tumbled out in a jumbled stream of paranoia and delusion, her grip on the knife tightening as her friends tried to reason with her. The situation escalated rapidly, the air thick with tension and the unspoken fear that something terrible was about to happen. Desperate measures, a mother's plea for help. July 6, 1983. A day like any other? The last sighting, conflicting accounts and unanswered questions. As hours turned into an agonizing night, Linda Leppert's worry morphed into full-blown panic. The initial flurry of activity surrounding Tammy's disappearance gradually gave way to a frustrating stalemate. As weeks turned into months, the mystery surrounding Tammy Lynn Leppert's disappearance only deepened. The spectre of drug use, an unfortunate reality in the world Tammy Lynn Leppert inhabited, cast a long shadow over the investigation. The disappearance of Tammy Lynn Leppert sent shockwaves through the quiet coastal community of Cocoa Beach. In the wake of Tammy's disappearance, Linda Leppert found herself thrust into a nightmare from which there was no awakening. The disappearance of Tammy Lynn Leppert, a chilling tale of beauty, ambition, and unfulfilled promise, has continued to captivate and haunt the public imagination for decades. The sun-kissed shores of Cocoa Beach hold a secret, a mystery that time has refused to erase. Tammy Lynn Leppert, the radiant beauty queen with a promising future, vanished into thin air, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Despite tireless efforts, Tammy's fate remains a chilling mystery, a stark reminder that some stories are destined to remain unfinished. The investigation, once a flurry of activity, gradually faded into a cold case, its files gathering dust. Leads ran cold, witnesses' memories clouded, and hope dwindled with each passing year. Yet the case continues to spark the imagination, its tendrils reaching out from the past. Theories circulate, each offering a possible explanation, yet none providing concrete evidence. Did Tammy wander off into the night, never to be seen again? Or did a darker force snatch her away from the life she was destined to lead? The passage of time has done little to quell the speculation or provide closure. Her story, a tragic blend of beauty and unfulfilled promise, serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that even in paradise, darkness can lurk beneath the surface. The legacy of Tammy Lynn Leppert extends far beyond the sun-drenched shores of Cocoa Beach. Her story, a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of a mother's love, has touched countless lives, sparking conversations about mental health awareness, the dark side of Hollywood, and the importance of never giving up hope, no matter how bleak the circumstances may seem. The unanswered questions surrounding Tammy's disappearance continue to haunt us, a chilling reminder that some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved. Did Tammy, caught in the throes of mental illness, meet a tragic end, her story lost to the anonymity of time and circumstance? Or did someone, harboring a dark secret, silence her forever? Their crime concealed by the passage of time and the lack of concrete evidence. The search for answers, though seemingly at a standstill, continues in the hearts and minds of those who refuse to let Tammy's memory fade. Linda Leppert, her spirit unbroken by years of uncertainty and grief, remains a beacon of hope, her unwavering love for her daughter a testament to the enduring bond between a mother and her child. The case of Tammy Lynn Leppert, though officially cold, remains an open wound, a reminder that even in the pursuit of justice, closure is not always guaranteed. Yet even in the absence of definitive answers, Tammy's story serves as a powerful reminder to cherish our loved ones, to advocate for the vulnerable, and to never stop seeking the truth, no matter how elusive it may seem. For in the pursuit of justice, even the smallest glimmer of hope can illuminate the darkest of corners, guiding us towards a semblance of peace and understanding.